Hello, and welcome to Black Hills Revealed. Each week, we'll take you behind the scenes in western South Dakota and eastern Wyoming to reveal all that the Black Hills have to offer. Attractions, entertainment, culture, history, resources, and most importantly, the people who make the hills a great place to visit and a great place to live. I'm Adam Gomez.
And I'm Cody Wiseman.
This week, we'll learn about cleanup efforts following the recent winter storm, tour a local corn maze and pumpkin patch, show you a spearfish business devoted to the gamer in all of us, visit BHSU's Rudell Art Gallery and Young Center, and we'll learn about volunteering at the local Humane Society. Join us as we reveal the Black Hills area to you.
Who could forget the recent winter storm that dumped about 4 feet of snow throughout the Black Hills? Producers Adam Gomez and myself visit with Spearfish officials about the ongoing cleanup efforts there.
Storm Atlas delivered feet of snow from the northern Rockies to the northern High Plains Thursday through Saturday, October 3rd to 5th. The snow was accompanied with extreme high winds. Winds reached 45 miles per hour with gusts to 55 miles per hour at the Rapid City Airport before the sensor was knocked out of commission. Wet, heavy snow accumulated all across the state with totals reaching up to 55 inches. Interstate 90 was closed from the Wyoming state line all the way to Murdo, South Dakota. The snow caused countless dollars in damage to trees and buildings across the state.
Hi, I'm Tom Paisley. I'm the building official for the City of Spearfish. 2 weeks ago today, on October 4th, we had a pretty significant snow event. I believe we had about 31 inches of heavy wet snow here. My role at the city is building inspection, plan review, and so I'm really out assessing most of the damage that's been done to the structures. We had a 50,000 square foot commercial building, which is called TM1. It's a call center that collapsed. Several other buildings collapsed, including a couple of buildings up at Spearfish Forest Products and a storage building. So it was a significant event. Most of the problems that we saw with structures were the pre-engineered steel buildings. They're constructed out of steel columns and steel beams and what we call purlins that span in between the beams. Those purlins bowed down and caused stress on the beams to cause failure and collapse of these structures.
How would you rate the Atlas storm on a scale of 1 to 10 and why?
I would rate the storm an 8 because there was a lot of destruction that happened with trees and stuff, but it wasn't a week-long storm, I would say. It pretty much all happened in one night and then it was gone, and then we were just left with the aftermath.
Most of the snow is melted now and only left the city of Spearfish with one big mess. Cleanup continues across the town of Spearfish, with countless amounts of tree branches down throughout the city. Public Works continues to take care of this big mess.
We're looking at our snow load requirements. We actually increased our snow load requirements a couple years ago to a 43 PSF ground snow load, which is a little higher than what we've had in the past. So the newer buildings that are being constructed will be constructed with the new snow load requirements. The city also experienced a lot of tree damage. We've brought in a large chipper from Sioux Falls that is costing the city about $500 an hour just to run that thing. So we have significant damage.
I didn't lose power. I was one of the lucky ones. My lights did flicker a few times, but since I'm in the campus apartments, I heard that we were on backup generators.
A lot of cost involved in this storm, and a lot of snow removal issues that are ongoing. So we're going to try to get things rebuilt. We're going to rebuild those and get back in business.
Atlas brought the community together to help people in need in cleaning up this large mess. With the end of the cleanup nearly in sight, people also began to prepare for the next storms coming. Atlas was an eye-opener for what this winter has in store for the Black Hills of South Dakota.
Fall is upon us, and many locals enjoy visiting Spearfish's own corn maze and pumpkin patch. Producers Jenna Sarda and Mela Cosme take us there.
Weekends are for the warriors. All those late nights walking through front doors at daybreak.
Welcome to your new fall tradition.
This one's to all of us sitting around here on Friday night.
Join us as we explore Spearfish Valley Produce Pumpkin Patch.
Don't look back and have no regrets. We've only got
Well, we have the corn maze, we got hay activities, and we have a pumpkin patch. Over here is the beginning of the corn maze. There's two different mazes. There's a little one right in the middle, just a little pumpkin for kids. Then there's the main entrance here. It's a design of a tractor. So what you do is you start and you go in, you go around the tractor wheel, go up through the mechanics of the tractor, then you come back out. This is the kid maze I was talking about, just a little pumpkin. And then in the middle we do just, we got a hay hop and a hay jump set up. And then we have the pumpkins where you can go out and pick all your own pumpkins. We have little tiny ones all the way to humongous, Big Macs is what they're called, like this and even bigger. We've got white ones out there, we've got green ones, just pumpkins of all different sizes and shapes.
We had the chance to ask parents what they thought of the pumpkin patch.
It's just a fun experience, bring the kids out, let them run around and pick their own, and there's a lot more to choose from.
And what are kids gonna do with the pumpkins?
Carve them.
And how are you gonna carve it?
I'm too making triangle noses. So happy. Triangle eyes.
Triangle eyes, and they're happy?
And one too.
Oh
and it goes like small.
We have the hay bales pushed together with a little bit of distance in between them, and the objective is to hop across from bale to bale without falling in between.
More activities include the corn box.
Basically a sandbox made out of a sheep stock tank and corn instead of sand. We have a bunch of toys in it for little kids, and they seem to like it a lot. We've had a lot of demand from people like asking, can we come out and pick pumpkins? Can we come out and pick pumpkins? And I've wanted to do it for a few years. It's a great family activity. It's a lot of fun. I mean, everyone's having fun and good time. The corn maze itself is 11 acres. Over the winter, starting in like probably January, I started working with a maze designer to design the maze. And so I, kind of told him what I wanted. He shot me a few different ideas, came back with, because see that tractor that's in that design is a Cub, which is the tractor that we use in our vegetable fields. So anyways, after a few different designs, we finally came up with that one, and in the spring we plant the corn just like we normally would, and when it gets about 8 to 10 inches tall, he comes down and will cut the corn. So he has like a skid steer with a cultivator on the front, and it has 3 GPS units on it, and then they GPS it to him, so he knows exactly. It's extremely precise once you get in there. When it was big and beautiful, it took about an hour. Now we're down to about 45 minutes. So just for its size, it actually rates really high on the difficulty level as far as maze design. Because that's the last thing you want is people coming out of the maze saying it's too easy.
I feel so relieved.
Don't forget to check out the Spearfish Valley Pumpkin Patch on the fall of 2014.
Stay tuned for more of Black Hills Revealed. We'll visit a gamer's paradise and a gallery devoted to local artists when we return.
Looking for some serious gaming action on these cold fall nights? Producers Paul Smith, Dia Thatcher, and Cody Ortega take us to Dice to Mice, a new business in downtown Spearfish.
Do you want some social interaction? Bored? Want to play some Magic, D&D, or just play some video games with friends? Oh, I know the place for you. It's Dice to Mice. Dice to Mice is located on the corner of Hudson and Main Street and is right by the little clock tower on the corner. We talked to the owner, Andrew Barrett, about why he opened here in Spearfish and what things we can find at his store.
What gave me the idea to open the store in Spearfish was the fact that we didn't have a game store in this town. We haven't had anything that's catered to a very specific market of gamers since there was a place called Ken's Comic that used to be in town, like, you know, almost 10 years ago at this point. And I decided that Spearfish still needed a game store. It was a nice open market is what I would call it. It was an open market that led me to want to open in this town.
Say it's a well-deserved and super awesome nerd shop for Spearfish.
The kinds of things people are going to find here are board games, card games, video games, not as much on the video games, but the real thing that we're trying to emphasize with our merchandise is having a selection of unique games. We like carrying things that you don't find at other stores, particularly big corporate stores. So we tend to carry, to that end, a lot of more party games and strategy games and humor games that you just simply can't find in this area without having to go to another specialty game store.
I like the fact that the store has different kinds of games. Like, he's got the strategy board games, and he's got like your classics like Monopoly, but he's got like the ones that have the twist to them, like the WoW ones and Doctor Who and stuff like that.
We also inquired him about some of the events that happen at his store.
Well, the special events are Friday Night Magic is clearly a big one. We also actually are going to begin running Magic tournaments on Saturdays at noon that are going to be a paid tournament style, where we can have people come in, pay a nominal entry fee, and then actually win clear prizes out of it. Typically it's going to be product for the game as well, because people are always looking for more. Aside from that, the only other events that we run are periodic events.
Everyone come and play Magic. That's all I have to say.
So old or new players of Magic can all enjoy the experience here at Dice to Mice. Also, role-playing tables are available here for people who want to get together and do a good old-fashioned D&D campaign, or something more recent like Pathfinder. The owner also gave us insight of what the community of the store has become.
One other thing that I've noticed since being open, and something I wasn't planning when I created the store, is that a lot of the people who come in here have found this to be a place that, even if they might be outcasts in other parts of their life, they're comfortable in this store because they're around people who are understanding of them, who know what they're into, who kind of feel like, you know, this is their place. It's, you know, most of these people wouldn't be caught dead in a sports bar. Some of them would be, but you know, in a game store, it's, oh, you know, I know this place. This is my kind of a place. So it's been kind of interesting to see how that's developed as a community hangout spot as much as a store. My biggest dream for the store is just that it stays open for the public and for, you know, myself a little bit, obviously, and to keep it going. I'm not super ambitious, so I just want to keep the store here for everybody to have.
Here's what people think about Dice to Mice.
I enjoy coming to Dice to Mice just to see people, and I mean, there's people that I saw here that I haven't seen since like I was in high school and stuff, and I got to hang out with them and play games with them, and it's nice to just be able to spend time with people and do things that you enjoy, and it gets you out of your house too, which is really nice.
What brings me to Dice to Mice is the friendly / nerdy environment. I like the atmosphere a lot. It's just a fun place to hang out.
So there you have it, Dice to Mice, a fun place where anyone can go hang out and have some fun playing card games or board games or D&D. Just a place for downtown Spearfish that everyone can have a lot of fun.
Did you know that BHSU has several art galleries on campus? Producers Shelby Best and Allie Priner take us on a tour of the Rudell Gallery.
The gallery started, I'm going to say 59, about 1968 or 9, by Jo Marie Rudell, who was a student union director, and she took office space and made a gallery because she thought it was crucial to a student union.
Currently, the alumni show is up in the Rudell Gallery. It was hung on September 24th and will be taken down October 25th.
This show is the alumni show. That's always annual. And for the last about 18 years. And this is our 18th year. We advertise it that way through the alumni office, but it's actually been longer. But there's a year or two where you hit and miss, where we just started about 18 years ago, just every year.
The Alumni Show features many of the same artists every year. Because of this, Mr. Knudsen gave us some details on the most frequent artists.
Dan Dittmeyer now, he's a tattoo shop owner in the Twin Cities, and he always enters for years. I don't think he's missed a show in there. One year, it was a big photograph where he did like a Sistine Chapel tattoo on some guy's whole back. It was amazing. Louise Nevelson is a real famous woman artist, and she did these kind of assemblages, and her husband is like a cabinet maker. That's why you see all these little pieces put together. Bruce is a really good illustrator. He's from Sundance, and he actually was a Marine when he finished the Marine Corps when he came here to school, and he's done quite well, I think. And these prices show it too.
The gallery features about 10 shows a year. Of those shows, 1/3 are student showcases. Mr. Knudsen explained for us a few of the biggest shows later this year.
The next show is going to be a painter who's a recent graduate, USD graduate program. But it's like painting on cloth but not stretched. And then always in the winter show, or not winter, but the November, December into January, so we call it Dakota Masters. And the Dakota Masters is put together by a nursing home group in Sioux Falls. And anybody 60 and above enters. It's like 60 to 69, 70 to 79, which we've had that, again, about 16 or 17 years. Then in the spring, Babbitt always has his photography show. Our seniors have to do an exit show. That's part of their assessment, their exit assessment. And normally now we're running that in April, right here at the gallery. We used to go downtown with it, but it was just a weekend. And due to complications down at the Arts Center, we ended up on campus and found out the students would much rather be here. Surprised me at first, but now I see why. Because they have about a 3-week show. Then in May we have a jury competition, and the seniors can enter in that. And that show sticks through the summer, which shows the best of the work.
Stay tuned to Black Hills Revealed. When we return, we'll show you 2 places the community of Spearfish can visit, the Western Hills Humane Society, as well as the BHSU Young Center.
Looking for a way to give back to your community? Producers Jenna Sarda and Mela Kosme visit the Western Hills Humane Society to learn about volunteer opportunities with the shelter.
Join us as we visit the Western Hills Humane Society. Today we get a special tour of the facilities, the family, and the support of strong community.
I'm Shar, the director manager here. In the late 70s, it kind of started in a home, and then Shar Krogstad was the pretty much basic founder of it, and she still fosters a lot for us. And then it grew from there, and now we're partially funded by the city. We're at the Western Hills Humane Society. We're open from 10 to 5, closed on Wednesdays and Sundays. So that's the hours we're open to the public. Of course, we have animals that eat twice a day, and we take care of and clean the kennels. So we are here at 8. There's always a crew here at 8 to take care of the animals. So even though we open to the public at 10, we're here earlier than that. That's why it gets to be a long day when it gets to be 5 and 6.
So these guys are what we call teenagers now. All the cats in here are ready for adoption. So as a volunteer, if you like cats,
coming in here and socializing and playing with the kittens is great because it tames them down and makes them
Great for
great
kids.
with people.
I love it so much.
So this is called our impound room. When cats are picked up by animal control or when they come in from somewhere as a surrender, this is the first room that they'll go to. So when they're in this room, we check them out, determine if it's male or female, see if they're spayed or neutered if we can tell. And then if they aren't, we update all their vaccinations if we found that they weren't current on them. After they're spayed or neutered, then we'll move on to the next section. After they've been in the cat impound area over there, and they're spayed or neutered, vaccinated. So this is kind of a moving area where they want. In this area, we have a large group of cats. Right now we have And again, this area is called the cattery. And they have doors where they can go outside, and we have a little wreck out there. We have a lot of companies that donate as far as our litter. So the litter is donated by either Colloid or out by Colony, Wyoming. We just have to go pick it up. So a lot of businesses donate to us that way, and that's very helpful.
Great. All right, let's go outside. You guys ready for some puppies?
Okay, this is our outside dog kennels. This is where we keep them when it's nice weather.
Don't show Oscar.
We try to keep them inside here. If they have friends long term, we let them run around and play out front. The favorite thing we have volunteers do out here is pick up dog poop on a daily basis. That's always a fun one. We have volunteers that come walk. We had a lot of damage from the storm. That was a lot of strays and a lot of dogs put in our backyard.
Can't adopt or not ready? Try volunteering.
Volunteer that comes in, we just have them fill out the form, and then whatever there is, according to what time of day it is what we have to do. So we do have an age limit of 14. If they come with an adult, we still have younger kids. They just need to be accompanied by an adult.
We ran into some volunteers about their experience at the shelter.
Well, it's like therapy for me. We just lost our dog about a month ago, so we're not ready for a new dog, but I miss her. So I come here to help my own heart.
Black Hills State's Young Center offers a variety of recreational activities for students and community. Producers Cody Wiseman and myself tell us more.
Welcome to the Donald E. Young Center, the sports and fitness center of Black Hills State University. The facility was built in 1990 and named after Donald E. Young, a former student, teacher, and coach of Black Hills State. The Young Center is located just across from the Lyle Hare Stadium, where our Yellow Jacket football team has their games. The Young Center offers so much to students and the general community. This facility has the largest collection of exercise equipment in the region, a field house with a walking track, and an aquatic center with lap lanes.
For me, going to the Young Center, I just like the atmosphere there. I also like just the whole field house and all the activities that you can actually do there. Like for me, we have the ability to play soccer year-round and tennis year-round inside the field house.
The fitness center is 8,000 square feet and more than enough to fill a student's needs. Wanting to try it out but worried that you don't know what to do in the gym? The Young Center provides personal exercise prescriptions with a certified trainer and classes taught by wellness students.
They provide a good range from free weights just to like the assisted weights and great cardio machines. So yeah, I do think they do provide a quality experience.
The main gymnasium and the field house altogether cover 76,000 square feet. Together, there is 2 college-sized basketball courts, 12 baskets, 3 college-sized volleyball courts, a 200-meter 6-lane track, a batting and golfing cage, 3 tennis courts, and a 3,800 seating capacity. This center has a lot going for it.
My favorite part about the Young Center would probably be the weight room. The reason being, for me, I'm an exercise science major, so it helps me to go in and learn some new things about my major that I've never, got to experience.
The Young Center is also home to the ROTC headquarters and many classes for students working at an exercise science major.
What it has to offer is a place for people to go and get active, not just like lifting weights, but they can go and run, they can take advantage of basketball court to play basketball, you can use the field house to do running, whatever you kind of want to do in there.
If you're wanting to go to the gym, but have homework you need to work on as well, don't worry. The Young Center provides wireless hotspots all around the first floor lobby for your convenience. So bring your laptop, do your homework, and get yourself a good workout.
I'm an exercise science major. It's really nice having Young Center because all my classes are actually, for my core classes for my major, are on the second floor of the Young Center. It's really nice to utilize that place to just go to class.
If you have a Buzz card, you just have to sign in and swipe your card, or just type in your code for your card. And then otherwise, if you're not a student, then you do have to pay a certain fee based on like a day-to-day thing, where you can also get a pass.
For more information about the weight room, aquatic center, field house, or just the Donald E. Young Sports and Fitness Center in general, contact Young Center Aquatics and Facilities Director Joshua Rodefer at 605-642-6196.
That's our program for today. If you have a program idea, email us at kbhutv@gmail.com or call us at 605-642-6141. This program is produced by the video production class at Black Hills State University and is made possible by the contributions of viewers like you. We hope you'll join us next week for another edition of Black Hills Revealed.